Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another round of my challenge run in the land of Thornwood. We're playing Shining in the Darkness again, and we are picking up where we left off yesterday. We were just reached level 11, we were poking our way through towards the boss. And we should be able to get it within a level or two. That is my guess, although it will come down to a decent amount of luck. We have never entered a store. We don't plan on entering a store. I'm not overly worried about dying, but I'm not exactly attempting to die either. For our items, we're completely stocked up on herbs, because why not? We got those from killing a million slimes, so that's where we're at currently. We were just getting to the part where we could think about fighting the bees and the bats, but they're still kind of rough for us. But I think we're within a level of 2 of having a real shot at getting the crab if we're lucky. It is going to rely on them not hitting us as hard as they could, and on us getting maybe a lucky critical as well. But I'd say we're probably at the point where we're not in too much danger from most enemies. We can reasonably run from things. We can fight and kill almost anything other than our friend the crab. But I do think if we go to fight the crab right now, we're gonna have a pretty bad time on average. He's gonna do about, I want to say 16 to 20 damage to us, and critical hit us for at least 30. So we're gonna have to fight him for at least 5 rounds. So as you can see, that math doesn't really work up. And if we're taking that much damage per round, healing is not going to actually give us more health than we lose. So we're actually don't really have healing as a good option, and if we fight multiple bees, we're probably going to get poisoned, which would also be a pretty bad time, so I'm going to try to run from bees if I get a big group of them. Bats are a little less annoying, because all they can do is cast on us, and that isn't so bad. And I'm not too likely to use my herbs unless I think I'm going to have a good chance at fighting the boss. Because the best use for herbs is to make sure that we're at full health when we fight it. Because I don't think using it during the battle is going to help us at all. So leveling up might give us enough maximum hit points to survive enough rounds of combat that we'll have a good chance. And technically fighting these guys and them casting magic would probably do less damage than just melee, so... No, it's about the same. It's fine. We'll give it a few tries. So 10 to 12. Yeah, I've been keeping track of how much damage these guys can do with different attacks, so... Yeah, like that particular one can easily do 12 damage. What is nice is that we're almost faster than the enemies, so we have a good chance of being able to take one out before they got us. But as you can see, the bee is an exception. I think the bats might also still be faster than us, but It doesn't really take too much for us to be hurt pretty bad, so as you can see. Yeah, so we got a knife, but we can't actually do anything useful with that, so we're gonna actually mosey our way out again. Because there's not too much we can actually do here at this point. We are kind of at the point where fighting these spiders and the monkeys doesn't really do that much damage to us, but we're not quite there. At least they're down to like the 2 to 4 range, which is significantly better than the 9 they started out at, so. We have made decent progress in our survivability. Ooh, 5. These guys can also critical hit, so we could have a bad time anytime they want to do that. But we got some good fights down this side. I'm probably gonna start running on the way back. See if we can't get there. If we get an easy fight, I might take it, but I'm not gonna fight every fight. We should be able to run from anything but the bees and stuff, so we can kind of pick and choose what we want to do. Yeah, I could totally understand this if this isn't like a super riveting adventure, but I'm doing it as a proof of documentary that I did do the entire challenge on record. Not that I think that it is going to be like something anyone takes notice of, but I want it for my own sake, you know? Why not? But yeah, nothing says I have to literally fight my way through every enemy. I can just level enough to the point where I feel like I'm good in an area, and then I could run from the rest of the enemies. So we needed 600 experience. I think we only gained about like maybe 300, so maybe we gained half a level. So maybe after this one we'll level, or at least close to it. Yeah, so fighting all those bats really did do a decent amount of damage to us, but we had to see like how rough it was, so it might be better to just like stick to the spiders and monkeys, to be honest. It's probably more efficient than running in and out, but Doesn't really matter too much. Oh good, we got a surprise round, so maybe we can actually kill them without taking extra damage. We'll see. Okay, yep. Didn't get a turn, that's what we want to see. Of course, that might be counteracted by something like this, but I mean, we're trying. Easy come, easy go. They're getting some easy damage on us, so. We'll have our day. Once we start getting actual equipment, we'll start doing better. This starting area doesn't actually have any extra equipment for us to get, but as we get in deeper, we'll start coming across some stuff. Once we get to the trials. Now granted, the stuff we'll find won't be as good as what you can get in the store. But that's why this is actually going to be an extra challenge on top of that, is because we're going to kind of have to make it work anyway. We might have to actually use magic and whatnot. Gasp. But I believe that with my knowledge and whatnot, we can see this to the end. But it won't be easy. I don't think this will be easy. But I don't know exactly how hard it'll be. Well, 10's not too much damage. That's fine. I think critical is actually like a modifier straight up of like 2 times. So like, if they can only do 5 through my shield, my defense, I don't think it like breaks through even more. I think it just doubles it to 10. So the closer to my defense threshold they get, the less and less powerful their critical hits are gonna be. That seems to be the case, because if you go by raw attack power, they probably should be able to hit me for like 20 or more. Which would explain why the crab was only usually critical hits you for 24 instead of like the 80 it should be able to. So it's like a post modifier after the defense. Yeah. Oof. Ouch. I think we can get out though, so we'll give it a go. No, thank you. But yeah, these water puddles right here are like the demarcation of where it gets more dangerous. So if that was the one for bees and bats, and this is the one for, this area is the one for like spiders and monkeys. So once we get to that next set of puddles, they'll stop showing up. But that really only holds for this first little area, but it's so iconic to me that I have memorized where they start spawning. I should be able to take this group. mean, I wouldn't even have fought if there wasn't a spider in there. It made enough EXP to be worth it. And I'd only fight the slimes for more herbs if I needed them, but we have gotten filled up on them, so. No, thank you. Stop offering. I don't need your services. Well, if you insist, I'll pop one of them. Takes as much time as running. But I'm not gonna fight a whole group of slimes. It takes too many turns for a single XP. Yeah, we should be getting close to level up. Maybe in like 1 or 200. I think we got hurt pretty quick on this when we had that couple of bad rounds against the critical hit monkeys, but it's not the worst either. We'll be fine. We'll get deeper first, then we'll fight monkeys and whatnot. We're not gonna deal with just slimes and slugs. Don't need that. They are quite insistent on giving me just slimes, but I mean, not what I want to deal with. That's a little more worth it. These guys are worth at least 3. Still not great, but I mean, slim picking me. But we're almost to the deep part again, so we'll see stuff again. And we're seeing it. Yeah, they poisoned me. That sucked. We can go fix that, though. Yeah, we'll start walking out again. It's a bit of a waste, but I think we can still make it out with our hit points as they are. I think I'll lose like 20 hit points along the way, if I was to guess. Let's see, 1. I'll count the number of ticks. 2, 3. That's 4 of them. 5. Six. Yeah, we're not fighting another one. 7, 8, 9. 11. 12, 13. Yeah, I think I might have been right around right. I think it might be just around 20. 13, 14. Yeah, see, that was 17. See, I was pretty close, so... We know that going from that big room is 17 hit points worth of damage to get it fixed, so... So we can go to the priest. The priest is not a shop. The priest is just the saving point. Okay. See, look, we were so close to a level up. Go. So we'll go in and do a quick run till we get low. We'll go out and do that, and yeah, then once we heal, we'll run in and try to fight the crab. We'll start at 12. We'll see how badly it goes. That'll probably be the first death, because you can't run from it once you start a fight with it. But that'll be our first real death probably, unless we win. If we win, good. But I'll give it a try. I think we're gonna get our absolute shit kicked in when we get there, but, you know, we'll find out. Did you have to surprise me? That seems a little unfortunate. I don't think you did have to do that. Well, if you insist, I'll kill the one in front of us. Well, they chose to waste their turn on spitting at me. And they did it again. That's unfortunate for them. Couple of monkeys. There we go. 7 more hit points. What do we got? Well, a weak attack, but more defense. Defense is good. Don't know if it'll be enough, but I mean, let's look at our stats. So we're at that. I am going to use an herb because this treasure chest is an herb, so we're gonna pick that up. I'm gonna run from any battles I face until I get to the crab. So we're gonna give it one round and see how it goes. Alright, come on, crab battle. Let's do this at full health. Let's see how badly this goes. So we'll either critical hit and win, or I think he's gonna kick us for like 18, 19 around. We'll find out. Do 12. Oof. 38. Absolutely garbage. We are deader than dead. We could critical hit and be okay, but I don't think that's happening. Nope, sure didn't. So yeah, we are a level or two away from that chance. I had a feeling. We tried. Let's see how we doing. Yep. That's about what I expected, to be honest. So he hits me for 18 to 22. He has a chance of doing either 1 or 2 attacks a round, with a decent chance to critical hit. So we got kind of unlucky in that he decided to do 2 attacks both rounds, and one of them was a critical hit, which is about right. So yeah, we'll go back at each level and give it another try. So we're gonna go around until level 13, and then we're gonna go back. I mean, I could just keep going back and back and back until I win. There's a chance of it already. If I have 2 critical hits, I'll probably win. But I mean, honestly, I think it's just a better bet to just level up and then go at it with another level or 2. I think that our damage is a little low for that to be a good chance at winning. Because the way it was standing, we had to hit it for probably 6 rounds, if I was to guess. Whereas if we gained a little bit more damage, we could probably creep that down to like 5 and maybe survive another round for more hit points. So yeah, maybe my estimate of level 14 was a good guess. But we'll try at 13. I'll be consistent with what I thought. It's still definitely in the realm of possibility of winning. And there's no real penalty to it. We can't use our gold anyway. And he who doesn't dare does not gain, so that's the credo we're gonna roll by on this. But with any luck, we're a little faster and we're more likely to go before the bees, so we'll be a little less likely to take extra damage out here. We probably take 1 less damage from these guys too because of our increased defense, so they're probably like 2 to 4 now. Which means our critical hit should be less damaging as well. So. The only thing that won't be affected by leveling up is the magic attacks. That's not going to change. You can't really reduce the damage on that by leveling up. That's how magic works. It bypasses defenses. You can get like elemental defense in this, but most items don't help you with that. But yeah, I was absolutely right that the herbs were not going to help us with the Battle of Attrition, because he was hitting us for 18 and the herbs would only heal us for about 24 to 28, so... there was no chance of keeping ahead of the damage he did and overhealing it, so... and without access to the second level of healing item, there's no way to do some damage and heal up between, like, so... we're just gonna have to be straight a higher level to take the hits and get them down step by step, so... couple extra levels it is. We are... hopefully not going to end up poisoned, but we can make it back if it happens. We know it's only about 18-20 damage, so as long as we don't have less health points than that, we'll be okay. We have herbs anyway. I could use them, but I don't need to, probably. Looks like I might be exactly right on my formula for damage. I think it is literally just every 2 points of defense is just 1 point of damage reduction. So let's look at this. We can probably work this out. And I think it's rounded down. So that's why the odd number was the important thing, not the even, so... well, we'll probably still win without too much damage, but... yeah, see, the spiders can do 1 damage to us, and that's good to see. Like, that means they're almost at the point of not being able to really hurt us. They can still do like 1 to 3, I think, but we're on that edge. We're starting to mosey our way back. We should not have too much trouble. Probably take another turn or two in here to get the XP to level up, but we're making progress. Pretty deep in here for you guys, but sure. Welcome to this area. Yeah, we're probably low enough, I'll just run. Nope, missed it. No slugs for us. Sorry. Not interested. Sure. No thanks. Do not need. Yeah, we don't need that. No wisdom seed for us. This could either be fine or completely bad. Looks like they can still go ahead of us too, so we got a little unlucky. It attacked the one that had already gone, so that's a little unfortunate. Oh, well, that's also not great. But we're continuing. Oh, they can hit me for 4 still. I thought 3 was their limit, but alright. Oh, maybe I was just thinking of the spiders. You have a lot of time to analyze data. I don't really want to fight 3 of these. That is one thing you got on this. So if you pay close attention, you can keep track of the numbers. At least that's what my brain does. Then I start writing the numbers down. Or maybe that's just dungeon madness. But who would go mad in a labyrinth like this? That doesn't sound right at all. I think we can get one of them. Oh boy. Critical, huh? That's not great. I still think we can win, though. So maybe it does still affect the base amount, but I'm not exactly sure, like, the formula. Maybe it's not a double damage. Maybe it's like 50% more? It can't be double. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Unless they, by default, do less damage than I thought, and maybe defense works less intensely? You can probably make it out, no problem. Gasp. So intense. So with luck, this will be the run where I actually level up. Yeah, so much surprise. I don't know about that. I'm not surprised at all. Oh. Okay. This one was actually a little surprising with its immediate critical hit. Spicy. Yeah, if we get to level 14 and we still can't beat it on a clean fight, then I'll just start going in and out and fighting it until I get lucky, I guess. I think 14 is a reasonable level to get it, so. With 12 it has to be pretty lucky. With 13 it probably has to be at least a little lucky. I think with 14 we'll have a pretty good shot. But it's still gonna have some degree of luck, no matter what happens. But our stats are starting to catch up to what they might be with equipment. It just has taken a little extra grinding. And this has absolutely taken about 3 times as long as it would be without equipment, so this is definitely a more difficult way to do this. And I still think that this beginning area is going to be the hardest part of this challenge. Sure, come at me one at a time. That's very efficient. Yeah, I didn't think they'd keep that up. Oh. Spicy. Well, I guess we'll mosey out anyway. Oh, well that's not great. Oh, thank you. I'll see you guys next time. This one we can probably win without too much trouble. Yeah, I thought they'd try that and it would fail. Guess we didn't level up on that side of it. I guess we can get some luck and get it on the way back, but maybe not. It's okay. There's no real use in trying to force it. It'll just happen. If we get it very slightly into next run, I'll just heal up on the way and give the crab a try. We got plenty of herbs. Yeah, this is probably fine too. No thanks, not worth it. Yeah? So much surprise? No thank you. Sure. No thank you. I mean, it's a good group, but I wasn't gonna fight it with what we got left. Okay. So we should be really close to a level up, although I don't know how close. It should definitely be on this run. They definitely take more and more each time, but it's not so much more. Oh, so surprise. Oh. You do have a chance to do no damage too. It's not based on anything special about the enemy. It's just a random chance. Yeah, we don't need that. Looks like they're gonna get a free turn or so, enjoy the show. We'll get bopped for a few seconds. I'll probably be free soon enough though. Looks like we made it. Unless they snare us again. There we go, there's our level. Not too many hit points. Not so many attack. That was a pretty mediocre level, but I guess we'll give it a try anyway. I said we would. So that's a little unfortunate. Well, we get a free turn. Might as well take it. If they're just gonna hand us the turn, you know? Well, it's nice to see that these guys can hit 1 now. That's a good number. Keep going down. I'm not gonna fight this right before the crab, so you can give us a better battle if you want us to fight it. No, thank you. This one's more realistic. This might take 2 herbs, actually. How we looking? 18? Let's do a fight, get a little damage from the fight, and then get the crab. That seems like a good plan. Let's not waste the herb more than we already kind of are. I still think we have little chance of actually winning this, but there's not no chance, so we'll take a little bit more damage and then use the herb and then go at it. Oh. I guess that was about the right amount. Okay, crab, what do you got? Let's see if we can't pull this one out of our butt. 15 does 21. Well, at least he's only did a single attack. 13. 24 is a lot of damage. 22 is a lot of damage. Oh, well that's not good for us. Yep, that's about what I figured. Well, we will level up and keep going. How much are we looking at? 1,000? Yeah, about what I thought. Well, we won't worry about that. We'll head right on back in. If we dwell on it, we'll get demoralized, but... yeah, it's also possible for the enemy to miss us too, by the way. So if we get really, really lucky, the crab will miss us and do no critical hits and only attack us once. Like, there's a number of things that could happen. But, the game won't really open up for us until we get past this crab. Then we'll get party members access to magic, which will open up a lot of options, and you start getting equipment dropping in the first trial. Like, we get to the next trial. Let's take a look at what I wrote down. We could get a gauntlet, which would be a shield. We could get a club, which would be an upgraded weapon for us. But before we even get in there, we could fight the crabs and get steel sabers, which is significantly better weapons for at least 2 of our characters. We could get a hat from the egg monster in there. Like, we'll just start having options for equipment immediately once we get past this crab. So we'll keep fighting at it. We will persevere. We will make it in. I think once we're in the actual, like, proper part of the dungeon, we'll start having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, we got turned around at some point, so yeah, doesn't matter. We're not really going for a particular goal. We're just fighting monkeys and whatnot, so going in and out doesn't really matter. As long as we keep fighting, we'll end up leveled up. Oh good, we struck first, which means we probably will get away without getting damaged. Like, it would take 70 bees for us to level. It would take about 150 monkeys, so every little bit we go gets us closer. Like, these 3 monkeys, that's 2% of the way there. We're already making our way there. Same thing with the spiders. I mean, technically the spiders are even better for us than the monkeys, even though they're actually less dangerous, so... That's pretty funny. We also use 2 herbs so we can kill more slimes till we get it. Not that it matters too much, because, yeah, we're only using it for attempts on the crab, so we're not using it during the battle. So it's not like we need to keep them stocked up for any particular reason. They're more of a convenience than a thing we need. Of course you got a critical hit in, but it's okay. I'll forgive you. With your death. It might not seem like especially obvious, but we're actually lasting longer and longer every time we're out here before we have to go back to town. Like, the little bits and bobs off the ends of their attacks make it so we can survive a whole lot better. Like, at the start of this stream, we had to stop after getting hit, like, by 1 or 2 groups, and now we can probably last through, like, 5 to 10 without having to worry too much, including some of the tougher monsters here. So even though we're taking some pretty good damage, and we're not gonna fight that with half health, we are still like able to fight a lot better. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I actually love when things are difficult. Like, this is great. I like the fact that I'm gonna have to work towards winning this battle. Yeah, it was kind of rough. Let's get out of here. But we didn't die. We didn't even get poisoned. I don't know about this. I would fight that if I had more hit points, but I think it's reasonably likely it's going to poison us. This one we can probably fight. Even more so since they waste half their turns. No, thank you. If I was to guess, I'd say we got at least 400 experience that run. So we were at 3,000. Actually, we got 500. So it was even better than I thought. So if we do like that, we'll probably come really close to leveling next time if we don't outright level. Not gonna fight monkeys that low, but thanks for the offer. This one I might do. We got the jump on them and 2 of them are dead immediately. This is also fine. Oh no, so much surprise! How could you surprise me like this? Unbelievable. Okay, let's go back in and give it a try. Another round of leveling. And we do need herbs, so I'll bop these guys. Need is relative. We could use herbs. So I will fight them in case they'll drop it. I think that's more accurate. Yep, thank you. I'll take herb. We could use one more herb. If you want to just drop off another herb, we don't have to kill all of you. Just the ones that will give us the herb. Make a donation. No herb? Tragic. Are you my herb? You were not. Alright. Oh no. Bonk. So awesome. Yeah, we don't need anything from the slugs though. Well, welcome to die. More herb chances, why not? Hi, monkeys. Crit, you got us for a nice 1 damage. We like that, we like that. Bye, monkeys. Thank you, herbs. Well, we're stocked up on herbs again at least. So that's convenient. How close we are to level? About 400 and change. So about 10 to 20 battles. See if we get lucky and get it quick, or if we get ganked by something for a lot of damage. Yeah, don't surprise me. I don't like surprises like this. I've got a surprise for you too. It's called your death. Is that surprising or is it expected? Who knows? I expect it though. Hi, monkeys. Goodbye, monkeys. Well, you tried. Hi, monkeys. Bonk. Goodbye, monkey. Hi, guys. Bye, vampire. About 270. We're making progress. We should definitely get it before we get forced back at this rate. But I won't try to kill the spider, our crab spider thing, until we go back and heal, so I'm not gonna waste 3 herbs on healing up. This is a bit spicy, but let's do it. What do we think? Less than 200? Yeah, that's not a good idea. Well, maybe we won't get it before we leave, but we'll come really close. If I hadn't taken that triple vampire bat one, probably would be close. Hi, monkeys. Oh, well. Bye, monkeys. Yeah, we'll start moseying back. Nope. Well, we don't need that. Well, if I was very lucky, yes, it would be enough, but I'm thinking that the Panchas are much better at 14, which is where I'm coming up on. He was hitting me for 24 when I went to fight him. And he critical hit me for 43. Fortunately, we're going to be level 14 very shortly. Probably on the way back in to the steep rather than on the way out, but it's close. We're probably like 60, 70 experience away. I don't think that's surprising at all. Actually, the gear from the treasure chest is not that useful, to be honest. A lot of it is, for the first few, are actually just the basic bronze knives and stuff. So it was just money. It's not really like it's better equipment. So unfortunately, I don't think the gear from the chest is going to help us. But if I go and fight more crabs, they drop bronze sabers, which are like the 880 gold weapon that has a speed bonus. So if I get that for me and Pyra, we'll both have pretty good, decent basic weapons. But I will have to fight a bunch of crabs for it. But that should be a lot easier with 3 party members rather than 1. And some of us are definitely going to die when we do that, but it is worth grinding for. They'll level up, we'll get weapons, although it will take a long time. It's still worth doing. Those walk-in eggs can give me better hats. In the trial. We got some options, but things just don't drop equipment out here. We got a whole pocket full of herbs. Unfortunately, herbs don't help us because we can't possibly out-heal the enemy crab. So when you get hit for 24 and it goes 2 rounds, it doesn't really help to take my turn healing for 24. So I pretty much have to pray for critical hits on my end and not on their end. They're more likely to get them on their end, though. But if I get very, very lucky, they will actually miss. The crab can miss. Hasn't happened yet, though. It is based on their stats to your stats, though, so it's not very likely they'll miss, but they could. Yeah, well, the way I see it is enemies have like they choose from a certain number of move sets, so it kind of rolls a dice to see which one they do. There are 3 levels of that there can be. There can be attack once, there can be attack twice, or attack 3 times. And if it can have more than one of those options, or it could have only one of them, but it has at least one of them. So in this case, I'd say the crabs have 2 options, the attack once and attack twice, so about half the time it'll attack once. So if you get really lucky, it'll attack once every time. That's just how probability happens, and if I can get really lucky and it just attacks once and doesn't critical hit me, I've got a decent chance at winning. But that's multiple things that have to go lucky at the same time, so that means we're probably going to have to try a few times. Oh, absolutely, it has that chance. Like every attack is a chance. There's no limit to that. And yes, I could do some things that could influence it. I could save state. I could save state behind it before I fight it, and it'll be different every time, but I'm not gonna do that. I'll just walk back in. Whatever. If I walk in enough times, I'll have leveled up, you know? But once I reach 14, I feel like that's a good time to start going in and trying. I'll try at least 3 or 4 times before I determine that there's not much chance of it and do another level, you know? But I kind of figured that until level 14, our chances at winning it are pretty darn low, so I'm not going to keep trying over and over again. I don't actually remember what's in the treasure chest over here, so I'm gonna go take a quick peek. I know it's not going to help us, but maybe it's an herb. Maybe I'll pick it up. It has at least 80. It doesn't have 50, it has at least 80 hit points. I could do 13 to 15 damage an attack normally, currently. I'm really glad it gave me more gold. But yeah, I'm going to hit a couple enemies until I level up, and then I'm gonna go try the crab. We're like right on the cusp. We're right around the corner from the crab too. So, it's not like I have to go anywhere. There we go. See, I was pretty much so 7 hit points. Another weak level up. Oh well. Well, it is what it is. We got lucky on a few levels up, we got unlucky on that one, so. What can we do? Can't get lucky on everyone. That's not full health, that's 10. So we're gonna fight a couple of battles. We're gonna lose like another like 10 hit points, and then we're gonna fight it. After healing that up. We won't waste the herb. We'll take a little damage and use it. Or we'll just kill all the enemies and they won't even hurt us. I guess that's an option too. Something else want to fight that'll only do a little bit of damage? You guys could be a little bit of damage. Alright, we're tapped out max. Let us see how our crab friend does. Hi, crab. We're here again. Oh, that's pretty good. We might win this one. Alright. Is this our epic crab battle? We're on the cusp. Goodbye, crab. And we got the best thing for us. You know that tiara we just got? Call us princess. We got 50% more defense. You think I'm turning that in? You're wrong. You think you guys can hurt me anymore? I don't think so. I think we just opened this game wide up. Let's go show the king how good we're doing. He'll be so impressed that we are the princess and let us go do the trials. I suppose we gotta walk out of here, but I don't think that's gonna be the problem it once was. No, look. You got us. What are you gonna do? Bop? Bop us for one? You did it. You bopped us. Yeah, now our goal is to go back, recruit our friends, level up a little bit, and then go grind crabs for better weapons. So these guys are pretty much the only ones that can hurt us on this line because they have a magic attack, but we shouldn't let ourselves relax around the bees either. They can poison us. But everything else, they got nothing on us. In case you're wondering, that tiara is actually about the same strength exactly as that leather helmet in the store, so it's not that overpowered, to be honest. Let's mosey back to town and... oh yeah, it's this way. Go get our friends. And get up to crab hunting levels. I mean, technically we don't need to do anything special to hunt crabs because our friends are actually there, but what I will warn you about is that the crab we just fought is less strong than the other crabs that look the exact same. The other crabs cast Blaze too and have triple actions, so if we get very unlucky, they can do 45 damage to the whole party, so... they're not exactly a walk in the park either, but they're definitely in our realm of possibility, because they don't have more hit points, I believe, they just have other attacks. Yeah, I don't think I would count on that. But I don't know, like, how you would think about implementing this. Are you, like, on, like, which way do I go kind of things? Like, would I go left or right or forward kind of things? But ironically, the game largely is pretty linear. You don't have that many places to go. The only thing that happens is people get lost with getting turned around. Like, it's not like there's that many places to go. Most of the side paths are all dead ends. So if you actually don't get turned around and don't get bogged down in side ends, you can walk pretty linearly from one side to the other without too long passing. Well, what you gotta realize about the pit floor is it's only 2 rooms in the dungeon, and the entrance to it is right outside, so yeah. I don't think it would actually be a big challenge. There is a map to look at too. But if you're not gonna let them look at the map, it could be a bigger challenge. Here's the tiara. Alright, so I think I have to talk to them, and they will give me... Yep, so go back in after you get your party members and get your key, and that's all you need from the castle. Hello. Such a witch. Yep, we have friend. Oh, hello there, lizard. Yep, she sure is. But they only stand in a line. They're not actually ever allowed to do anything but stand in a line. Goodbye, lizard. So slow. Alright, let's take a nap. Such shifty eyebrows. So nap. Can you believe we left Milo to sit in the priest's hut for a whole 20 seconds? He got stuck there for the whole evening. We'll save it. We're doing good. So sick. Sure. Alright, let's look at their stats. Who's got the least defense? You've got 5. You've got 6. So I'm actually going to end up giving this tiara to Milo and letting him wear it. Because that'll let him actually survive the beginning game a little easier. So you can be Princess Milo for a while. Seems kind of pious to me. Oh, maybe you have to actually not be wearing it. That would be unfortunate. Alright, let's give it back. I think it should just let me do it. Yeah, it's this guy, Melville. So maybe I just have to talk to people. Okay, so I had to talk to a couple people. There we go. Just don't talk to the guys on the right. They will take away your princess crown, and you'll have a bad time. I mean, there's not much we can do for Pyra right now, so we're just gonna have to trust in the fact that she gets more defense than every other character, so on level up, so that'll help her survive a little bit. We could also have her defend. That is an option. I'll consider it. But we're gonna get a nice quick level up or two, and then we'll head beyond the door. Like, honestly, like a few monkeys or a spider or two will actually skyrocket her past, both of them past like 2 levels. I just want them to be able to survive well enough for me to go fight beyond the door. Because even just fighting that gnome guy has a chance of giving us a better weapon, although it's not as good as the saber. They drop the short sword. There we go. See, that's already going to be a level for both of them. Three and 2. Yep, she's already got Blaze, which will let her do some damage to enemies she can't hurt physically. Yeah, these don't matter too much. See, she already gained another level. Like, the defense is nice, but they need to gain enough HP to not die from single attacks. I'm pretty sure my main character can one-shot most of the enemies in there. And at least Milo has enough defense to not die from them, but Pyra is probably not so lucky to not take a ton of damage. But at least the edge of the door is so close to town that even if they die, I can just go resurrect them without too much trouble. Yeah, we can mosey back. The other thing that getting party members does is it actually unlocks the ability for enemies to spawn in groups of up to 6. Or 8 if they're small enemies. Like, there's only one enemy that can do that. But, we're not gonna face them for a hot minute. Well, we can get gear, we just have to fight monsters for it. Like, we start getting better gear in the next dungeon immediately. We just have to fight for it. So we'll either over level, or we'll get the gear, or both. But I mean, well, we won't be as geared as we would be if we could just buy the stuff, so we'll probably have to do a combination of leveling and that. But this is all very possible to do. There's nothing that says we can't fight to the point where we're leveled up, but there is still a max level of 99 in the game, so you can't over level past a certain point regardless. So that's just true. And when I beat the game normally, I was at level 93, so, or was it 86 or something like that. But either way, you can't over level more than a little bit, and at a certain point, levels don't matter for the stats as much because it's all equipment at that point. Like my armor added like 70 defense, and that's like 60 levels ups worth of defense, so there's no way to level up to that point where that's actually impacted. Well, yeah, because it's gotten from treasure chests, and treasure chests are perfectly fine. The only thing I can't do is go to the store and make mithril armor, but mithril armor actually does drop from enemies in this dungeon. In fact, all the cursed items do too. Literally every item in the game drops from some enemy in the Battle Edition. I don't know if that was an intentional choice, or if they accidentally set up the possibility for this challenge. You can even buy the joke items like the shock box and whatnot, like from enemies. Alright, let's heal them up because they gained a couple levels. Let's get their heat HP up and let's dip back past that barrier and see if we can't get a level or two. Well, they're joke items. I don't think it helps any curve, but I mean, it's fun that they're available. I mean, what else were they gonna drop? A bunch of herbs that you can't use or whatnot? You have to give them something to drop. So, speaking of herbs, yeah, let's get on in here and see what we can do. We're not gonna go too far. Oh, hi crab. You're probably going to kill one or all of us. I hope you're excited by that. What can I do? Well, I can't hurt you. I know that much for free. So I am going to defend. You could slow it down. That would help a lot. Yeah, you did a lot of damage, didn't you? Look at that triple attack. You did it. Well, if we die here, we die here, and we don't need our go. Oh, you can't actually do that. Okay, do you have an herb in your pocket? You sure don't. You're attacking. You can do a little bit of blaze, but you guys are probably dead too. Yeah, we're all dead as hell. We had no chance of running from this guy. Well, technically, Milo's still alive. Yeah, let's run. Let's see if it worked. Hey, it worked. Milo, get us out of here. You're our hero. I didn't think we'd be able to run. Look at that. Milo saved the day. Kind of. I could tell you, I didn't expect to have a crab as the first enemy I fought in there. Well, I could raise my guys first, but I'm gonna actually sleep. Milo doesn't like to go see the priest without a good night's rest. It's a little stressful in there. Ah, so rested. All right, Father, forgive us, we have sinned. Sure. I mean, I don't remember actually. I think it goes much higher than that. I think it might have at least one more digit. I mean, we're already at the point where I feel like we're fine. We just can't fight crabs at this stage. We actually would have had a chance if we could have survived a round or two longer, because we did do a decent amount of damage to it. We did hurt it for about 40 or 50. Yeah, let's get in here and find a way to not fight crabs as the only enemy we're fighting. So here's the thing, is that they only can get you on left turn, so as long as you're not facing a left turn, it won't be a crab. So you could technically do that and not face any crabs. As long as you're not facing a left turn, you are fine. None of those actually really help us all that much, but we did it. What can we do here? So, obviously of these guys, the gastropods are more dangerous by far. So we're gonna fight those. But all of these guys are more than capable of casting magic. These guys cast level 1, but gastropods do level 2. But they can also cast level 1, which is much better. I would much rather they use level 1. Because Blaze level 2 hits all your party members. But this is probably going to get them all a level up for sure. And while this is a ton of damage to us, we can absolutely just walk out and restore everyone's stuff. See, he straight up gained 2 levels from that. We'll be fighting crabs in no time. Yeah, we didn't really get a chance to benefit from casting slow on the crab, but the thing is that lowering its defense makes it so that your main character can do a significant amount of damage to it per turn. So if we'd actually had another round or two, we would have been just fine. We probably would have killed that sucker in no time. Hi there, gnomes. Well, we're not gonna die here, although maybe some of us might die, especially Pyra. Pyra has a bad chance of dying here, to be honest. Because she has the lowest defense, but our other party members probably will not die here. Oof. Poor Pyra. Well, this isn't actually looking too good for any of us. So as you can see, they also have the chance to go multiple times per round as well, so they also are a little trickier than you might expect too. Oh no, this could be really bad. Pyro! Milo, the runner. Come on, Milo, get us out of here. Milo, the running priest. Well, I thought we had that one in the bag, and as you see, they put us in a bag, so... Well, I don't think having a lot of money is going to be a problem. I think we're going to be going the other way for a while. Of course, we could just party wipe and then we get everyone resurrected, so that's not like we can truly run out of money. As you can see, this is already off to a fun start. Even getting past the first crab didn't make it a walk in the park. Well, they really, really, really want Pyra dead, huh? Ah, good. Level 2 heal. Freeze does do a little better of a job healing. Well, monkeys are a little bit more manageable. I don't think Pyra can really hurt these guys though, so I'm gonna send the Let Her Defend, take a little less damage. But we should be able to clear these guys out. Yeah, once we got like 10 levels into these guys, it should get a little bit more manageable. Let's see where they're at. 37, 27. See, she already has almost as much defense as the main character after only a couple of levels, so we have a decent chance of catching up pretty quick, to defense-wise at least. Attack, not really a chance. I don't like this look, so I'm gonna run away. This could be rough, but we're gonna try it. Well, that's not good. Well, at least they didn't decide to do things as bad as they could have. There we go, now they'll level up. That was a pretty good level up. Yeah, we're gonna keep going till we get forced back to town, and then I'm gonna probably call it a stream, but we are advancing. Oh good, we get to go first. That's what we want to see. Oh, nice. A nice critical hit for you. Yep, we'll keep our health topped up, we'll keep fighting these guys, we'll probably gain another level pretty quick. But I think it's pretty clear that we're actually doing significantly better than we were just running solo, even though we have extra ones. Honestly, just the fact that we have more hit points we can chew through, we can heal up, it's just so much nicer. Go a little bit more level up on her ends. Nice, 3 more. And heal, she gets healed too. And she got a second level to Blaze. Yeah, that's a little too much. Thank you. We can actually give this a shot. Let's see what Blaze Level 2 does to monkeys. I don't think they're gonna like it. No, don't do that. That's kind of a dick move. All we can do is hope that he doesn't hit us twice, so... We got the monkeys taken care of. Nope. I think we made it, by the skin of our teeth. I think that's a pretty bad combination. All magic casters? No, thank you. Let's not fight 5 of them at least. Guess this is a little bit more manageable, still not great. Only if you take care of them properly. I don't think they're actually immune to fire, so let's cook them a little bit. Let's see, I could tell you. Yeah, they actually have resistance to fire, but that's still better than doing nothing to them. Okay, I'll accept melee. Yeah, I don't really want you to do that one. You don't have to do that one. Well, we're about to get forced back to town anyway, but we'll keep going at him. Like, if we were to fight one of those crabs now, we'd have a much better chance of winning, but it's not going to be easy still. But we have more options now. Everyone can survive at least a hit at least. Even working together, you can't kill one, huh? Oh, good. Oh, that's why, because it was guarding. Alright. Accepted. Well, we got up to level 9, so we're catching up. This isn't actually too dangerous for us. What do you think? Some roasted spiders? I don't think this will kill any of them, but they're basically dead now. They also can't really hurt us very much regardless. And we have enough in us for like one more heal and one more blaze, so we're gonna heal up once more, get into one more round of fights, and then we're gonna skedaddle out. We have a good chance at this. Get cooked. Yeah, that's right. No one gets to answer you. It sucks to be you. Get roasted, son. Well, that went pretty well. We didn't actually take damage, so let's go for one more. Spiders are easy. Alright, that works too. Yeah, that was probably a bad choice. You didn't hurt us. That didn't do anything to us. You gonna make better choices? You'll probably at least hurt someone. He did hurt us a little bit. Alright, well at least we're able to fight a little better in here. Like, I was afraid we'd have to go back and heal after every single fight. Don't know about this one, but we're gonna try. Oh, that helps. But yeah, we should skedaddle. We're pushing our luck. See, we're now at the point where Milo can actually heal for about 100. So if we get to that point, there's a decent chance that Milo could out-heal the crab's damage at some point. So with that in mind, between Pyra and the main character wailing on it with magic and attacks, the crabs are going to start going down pretty easy. But we'll give that a try next time. I do really want the weapons that they drop, and at least we're close to a level on Zim as well, so that was some really good progress for this stream. I'm very happy. Well, thank you everyone for following along if you did. Hopefully people enjoy this struggle and adventure. I hope you guys have a lovely evening, and I might stream again in a while. We'll see. But for now, I'm taking off. You take care.